we have just cycled up all the way to the top of Loveland Pass. This pass has a paved road, so the uphill was pretty easy to do, not too steep, and we have now arrived at almost 12,000 feet, which is a bit less than 3,700 meters. This is also one of the places where the Great Continental Divide runs through, so we're crossing it right now on our way into Denver. We're almost there. We have 1 day left, and well, it's great to be here at this fantastic view. Yeah, Loveland Pass has been the second highest peak of our journey, and the highest was still Hagerman Pass with over 12,000 feet, sorry. Yeah, and that brings me back to one of our biggest adventures on this trip, which was actually crossing Hagerman Pass when the road was closed. It was all full of snow, but the ranger kind of left it open to us if we wanted to take this challenge or not. And as you know from the last video diary, yes, we did take the challenge, and there were a couple of moments when I thought, was this the right decision? But in the end, of course, the answer is yes, because we made it, we're all healthy and happy. And yeah, let me tell you a bit more about that morning. Waking up on Hagerman Pass, we didn't make it all the way through the snowfields that night, so we set up the tent right on the top of the pass, and it was amazing. We had the whole mountain to ourselves. We could see the mountains all around, we could see Lake Turquoise, we could see Leadville, and we kind of knew the rest of the crew is down there, and we're up here, and the only thing we have to do is to cross. We didn't know how many more miles of snowfields, and then do the uphill to get there. So luckily in the morning the snow was much harder than the night before, and it was easier to walk across, although sometimes it was on a slope, so we had to be careful not to slip down. And I think it took us like 2 or 3 hours to cross the snowfields. In many places we didn't know exactly where the road was, so we used the GPS to check and make sure we're on the right trail. And at one point there were 2 hikers coming up the road, and they said, once you're over this snowfield right in front of you, you're done, the road is clear. Yeah. And we're quite happy to hear that, because like pushing the bike with all the bags through quite deep snow was pretty exhausting. And the total setup of this is about 50 kilos. So yeah, you can imagine we were pretty glad to reach the clear road. We had a nice downhill, and when we entered the campsite down at Lake Turquoise, there were 2 people sitting right at the entrance, and we kind of knew it's Lisa and Michael, and they'll probably have prepared some lunch for us, and that's how it was. It was, yeah, we just gave each other a big hug, and it was such a great moment. And so yeah, down there you can see the Interstate 70 that runs all the way into Denver. We're not going to take this one. We're going to choose cycle lanes and smaller roads. So I'm looking forward to that downhill, and you'll hear from me next time, probably from Denver. Talk to you soon.